2022, a special episode of the Boiler Breakdown podcast coming to you this morning. Not only is it a Sunday, which I don't think we ever recorded on a Sunday morning before.
Definitely never in the morning.
Right. But we are also doing a Purdue men's basketball trivia episode today. So no football talk about yesterday's game. We'll save that for later this week or maybe never.
Or never.
The whole Boiler Breakdown crew's back today. Myself, Tanner Lee, I'll be the moderator. I'll be the question giver. Got Evan Webb, Andrew Eiler, and my father, Arik Lee, joining us. So two young bloods, one
about to get
not so young blood. Before we start, let's go around the horn real quick and say what your favorite Purdue basketball memory of all time is. We'll start with the guy who's been the fan the longest, Dad.
My favorite memory, probably 1980, beating Indiana and then Duke to make the Final Four. We weren't a very good team, weren't even a very fun team, but kind of found our rhythm in the Sweet 16 and took down two of the top four teams in the country and got there. So
I'll go around the horn. Evan.
It's tough. A lot of fun ones. I think probably, though, one that stands out to me is beating Tennessee to go to the Elite Eight. I don't really remember the 2000 Elite Eight team. Obviously, I know I was around for it, but I don't really have any recollection of it. So being able to see a team actually do it was really fun.
Andrew.
I'm going to go the same. I think just Klein and Carsen going off in that NCAA tournament and the Sweet 16 Elite Eight games just to kind of put Purdue Purdue basketball is like kind of fun, high scoring, and just absolutely nuts. Just Klein hitting shots that he had no business making that were just a lot of fun to watch.
Mine might be clinching the Big Ten championship regular season over Indiana on senior night, which ended up being Caleb Swanigan's last home game. So, yeah, that was fun. But a lot of good ones, a lot not so good ones. But we won't focus on those too much. But got 5 different categories for you today. 5 questions each, so very similar to what we did in the football trivia. Let me bring this up here. And we are starting with category number 1, non-conference road games.
Oh, God.
Non-conference road games, okay.
So I want to know, who did Purdue beat on the road on December 12th, 2009?
What?
Well, if you think about it, you go back about every year we play about one non-conference game a year on the road, historically.
Yeah.
2009.
So this was the 2009-2010 season.
I have someone that we beat around that time, I think.
2009.
I have no idea if it was at home or not.
On the road.
If you pulled out a game like South Dakota State in here, Tanner, as a non-con game, I know Purdue hasn't gone to a school like that in a long time.
Exactly. So it's not. It's a Power 5. It's a Power 6 school.
So this was the year that Robbie got hurt.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, obviously later in the year, but wow, I don't remember that being part of that year very well.
Are we supposed to write them down, or am I supposed to?
Write them down if you can, but if not, we'll use the honor system. You can just say them out loud.
How many questions are in this category, Tan?
5.
Okay.
5 in each category.
Okay, you said that. I've got my answer, so whenever.
Yeah, I'm good whenever.
2.
All right, Dad, go first.
I'm guessing Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Evan.
I put, just because we play them like every year, I put Florida State.
Florida State. Andrew.
I put West Virginia.
West Virginia. All good guesses. All teams Purdue has played in the past, but all of you got this one wrong. Purdue came back in this game in a raucous environment because their running back won the Heisman that night. That was Alabama, 73-65. Mark Ingram won the Heisman that night. They showed it on the Jumbotron. Chris Kramer took over offensively late in that game.
Yep.
I vaguely remember.
That was a swim move game, wasn't it?
Nope, that was Tennessee. Same year.
Yeah. Tennessee in the tournament, that exempt tournament or whatever we played in, like
the Paradise Jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Same year though.
I forgot about that. I remember that. I remember the announcers were going crazy that Ingram won.
Yep.
And the crowd got more hyped for that than they did the actual basketball game.
Yep. All right, let's see if any of you can get on the board with this one. Who did Purdue lose to on the road on December 3rd, 2011? So this was the 2011-2012 season.
December the 3rd.
Yep. And I will give you guys a hint. These are not ACC Big Ten matchups because that is a category later on.
Oh, okay. That would be nice to know. Last question.
Teams, so.
We've played Florida State so many times outside the ACC Big Ten. I'm still good guess.
Non-conference road games, all I can think of are Big Ten.
That's what. Yeah.
ACC, Big East. Yeah.
So was that just a one-off with Alabama? Was that just a one-off that we did, or
we played them at home the year before?
Oh, we did. Okay, I don't remember that game at all. I'm good. Whatever.
Everybody good? All right, we'll start with Evan this time.
I think we. I'm trying to remember much of that game, but I think it was Xavier.
Andrew. Florida. Dad.
I picked Xavier. I think it's that game we were up 19 and lost in the last 12 minutes, and Hamill got cramps and all that stuff.
Hummel, not Hamill.
Hummel.
Evan and Dad are correct. Xavier, and I lost 66-63. Yeah, Purdue was up big and just folded like a tent.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I don't remember the game much at all. The only reason I guess it was because I remember the next year, or at least what I was hoping I was right, was I remember the next year we played them at home, and there were Xavier fans that had the score, like when we were up big, they had that as like a poster, and I remember like, oh yeah, I remember that game sucked, and then yeah, that's how I recalled that one.
You are right, and see my camera's trying to go out like it always does, and we're back. Okay, all right, next one in this category. Who did Purdue beat on the road on November 14th, 2017? So this was the 17-18 season.
This is a true road game, not a tournament.
True road game.
Well, that's pretty early in the year to be playing a road.
Yeah.
It's like one of the first games.
Mm-hmm.
So this was Biggie. This was the Big East last year, right?
This was the what?
This was Big East last year, right? 2017, 2018.
No, that would have been the year after.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yep.
This was Isaac Haas, PJ, Dakota, and Vince's senior year.
Okay. Yep.
It's hard to believe it's been that long ago.
I know.
Who in the heck would we have played on the road?
I feel like it's a weird team. Like it's not I have no idea.
Is it a Power 6 team, Tam?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see us playing a road game against
right.
I thought there was
anymore.
I thought there was like a random like Ohio game in there that was road.
Oh, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
That was 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, because like No Gel had a really good dunk in that game. Something I can think of, but I don't think this is right.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm good.
I don't even have it.
I keep thinking ACC teams.
Starting with Andrew this round. This round when he's ready.
I'll take a guess. It's wrong. Indiana State. I have no idea.
Indiana State. Dad.
I put a wrong one. I put Marquette. I got nothing.
Marquette. Evan.
I also put Marquette.
Well, Dad and Evan are right. Marquette. 86-71. The Gava games.
Yeah. So I can't remember if we played them that early or not.
Oh, I was like trying to avoid ACC Big East teams. Oh,
the Gava games. Yep. And we play Marquette again this year. It'll be the third time we've played them in the Gava games. This time at home, though. All right, so Evan and Dad have 2 apiece right now. Andrew 0, but plenty of time to come back. 2 more questions for this round. Who did Purdue lose to on the road on December 9th, 2018? The 18-19 season. If it helps you, this was not a one-off. It was a home and home for these teams.
I'm good.
Evan was very confident in this one, so.
Yeah.
I tend to block out losses, so.
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, Dad, we will start with you.
I think my guess is going to be Texas.
Texas. Evan?
Texas.
Andrew?
Clemson.
Clemson. Texas is correct. Carsen went off for 40 points that day.
This was the start of the we're like, we just weren't very good, and people were starting to kind of jump
I hated
off.
our team. Oh,
yeah, you did. I remember texting us. Yeah, you said they hate this team. For some reason, I was oddly confident. I was just like, give us some time, and then I somehow was right.
You're right. I remember after we lost, I think, Notre Dame that year.
Yeah.
I said, this team is the most selfish Purdue team I've ever seen. I don't like watching them play. I was wrong.
When was the home game in that series?
The next year.
Yeah, but we lost.
And we lost that one,
both
too.
of them.
I don't remember any of those games.
We
Yeah,
lost
the next
4
year
or
was-
5 home games that year. The next year.
One of Texas's guards was still playing college basketball last year. The one that had cancer and was out for.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Jones. Was it Andrew
Yeah,
Jones? Is it? Yeah.
Didn't- Well, what was it, Tanner, Evan, that you guys texted, or someone sent that there's someone playing this year that's been in college since like 2016? Or graduated high school in
Jenkins.
2016?
David Jenkins graduated
That's
high
what it
school in 2016.
IU starting 5 this year is going to be older than at least 2 NBA teams starting 5.
Yeah.
You start getting these.
So Illinois, same thing last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last one for non-conference road games. Who did Purdue beat on the road on December 17th, 2019? So the 1920 season.
I got it.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Evan, starting with you.
I believe I already talked about it, but I put Ohio.
Ohio. Andrew.
Arkansas. No idea.
Arkansas.
I
Dad.
I put Ohio as well, and I would have forgot about it if you guys hadn't talked about it.
It was Ohio. 69-51
I
win.
get half a point for that one.
I tried not to. I tried to hide my body language earlier because I'm like, well, there goes one I thought I could stump everybody with. So
I think wasn't that game like it was kind of close at the start and then we pulled away at the end. But I just remember Nogel had a really athletic dunk. But the highlight of his that was a bad year, but it was what the highlight of his season that year.
I believe he had a really good offensive game that night.
Yeah,
in general.
he had I think he had 15 some points.
All right. After one round, score Evan 4, Dad 4, Andrew 0. But plenty of time to come back. This category was a fun one when we did it for football, so I thought I'd bring it back. And this is where my dad might struggle if I know him as well as I think I do. Jersey numbers.
Okay.
So I am going to put the picture of the player up, and you tell me what number this player wore. Starting with Marcus Green. Once everybody's ready, let me know.
Yep.
I'm good.
All right, I think we start with Andrew this time.
24.
24. Dad?
I think it was 20.
20. Evan?
20.
20. 20 is correct. 20 is correct. Dad's already trying to prove me wrong here.
Yeah.
All right. Next, one of our good friends' favorite Purdue players of all time, John Hart.
I'm good.
All right.
Everybody good? All right, Dad.
Here's where the struggle starts, but I'm going with 14.
14. Evan.
I put 32.
32. Andrew.
45.
45. Evan takes the lead. 32 is correct. The 2010 Illinois game. Purdue fans will never forget that one over in Champaign. How about a guy from a few years after that? Jacob Lawson.
Oh, God.
He started a few games for Purdue in 2011, 2012.
Oh my God!
Freak athlete.
I had no idea on this one.
Oh, man.
Me neither. All right.
Hold on.
I can't picture this one. I felt kind of confident with the 45 on Hart for some reason.
Is this one only 2 digits?
It is a 2-digit number.
Okay, let's cross that one off.
Doesn't help me at all.
100, I thought 111 might be it.
I know that's not right, but crap. I'm good.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Evan, start us off.
Change it. I don't know why I kept thinking this, but I'm going back to with 32.
32. Andrew,
All right.
15.
15. Dad.
I'm saying he wore Glenn Robinson's number 13.
Well, you are wrong. Nobody's worn 13 since Glenn. I can tell you that.
Oh, I know. I was wrong. I was off by 2 digits.
Everybody was wrong.
It was
34.
Yeah. Gosh, dang it.
34.
See, I was going back between 34 and 14. I should have just taken the first and the last of both numbers, and I've been right. Dang it.
So 2 more left in this category. Scores Evan 6, Dad 5, Andrew
Come on, Robbie Hummel
0.
next. So I get on the board.
Not Robbie. How about Donnie Hale?
Oh, God.
Legend. Hurry up.
I know that's not a cell phone ring. That is a home phone ring. So I know that eliminates 3/4 of the people on here.
It's one of 2 people. Your Grandma Lee or somebody trying to get money from us.
All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, Andrew, lead us off here.
14. I don't know.
14. Dad.
15.
15. Evan.
Sticking with the theme, I'm going back to 32.
32. We have a tie at the top of the leaderboard. 15.
I did not think that at all.
I don't know why I remembered that.
I don't remember that at all. I thought he was a much higher number than that. I thought it was interesting.
One more to round out the jersey numbers category. Popular Purdue player, for a lot at least. Matt Harms.
I got to guess.
Andrew, Evan, good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
Dad.
I think he was 32.
32. Evan.
32, 4 out of 5 guesses.
Yeah, he's got to keep it going here. Andrew.
I had 52.
52. 32 is correct.
This is horse. This is horse crap.
All right, that brings our total after 2 rounds with 3 rounds to go. Arik 7, Evan 7, Andrew 0.
You just hold off on that one.
What number is Arik Connor going to wear for Butler?
I think I've seen it. I can find it real quick.
The exhibition game was not on television. They do play tomorrow night, so I'll let you know.
Yeah.
He's wearing 2, I think, again. He has 2.
All right, we're going back to schedules here. This ACC Big Ten Challenge is what this category is called. Who did Purdue beat in the 2009 ACC Big Ten Challenge? So 2009-2010 season, who did they beat in the ACC Big Ten Challenge?
I have trouble with the years.
Yeah.
Odds I pick someone not in the ACC.
Well, that'd be a bold strategy, but to each their own.
I'm just going with my gut, my first instinct.
All right, everybody's ready. Evan, kick us off.
Put NC State.
NC State. Andrew,
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Arik,
I said NC State.
NC State. Good guesses by all of you. All wrong.
Was it Clemson? Oh,
It was on
Forest.
December
Clemson
1st,
was my
2009.
next guess.
Wake
Okay.
Forest. Purdue beat them
Wow.
69-58. Aminu was on that Wake Forest team. Jeff Teague was on that Wake Forest team. They came into Mackey, and
That's right.
Purdue put it on them. So, because I know Purdue fans felt a little disrespected that was the opponent that got chosen.
So I
to
figured
play
like
that
because we were
Purdue
really
team.
good. I figured it was like I knew it wasn't Duke. I knew it wasn't like North Carolina. So I was like, but man, I feel like probably played someone we shouldn't have.
Yep, happens
So-
a lot.
So was that what, like Hummel and Moore and them, their sophomore, junior year? What
Junior year,
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
undefeated in the non-conference.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, who did Purdue beat in the 2011 ACC Big Ten Challenge? So, 2011-2012 season. This was Robbie Hummel's last year at Purdue, his 5th year. So he, Lewis Jackson, Ryan
It was
Smith.
a home or a road game. This is a road game.
It was a home game.
It was a home game.
It goes. Usually it would goes year to year. So they were on the road, home 2009, road 2010,
That's right, yeah.
home. But some years they've messed that up. So
I think it might be a year off on this one.
they wore gray jerseys this
Okay,
game. If that helps anybody.
I think I got it.
I honestly didn't know that would tip anybody a certain way, but I guess it did.
Well, I remember we wore against this team. I was debating. I can't remember which year it was. Obviously, I was a student, but I can remember what year it was.
Right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Andrew,
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Sticking with West Virginia.
I'm going to get one in this category.
Arik,
I put Clemson.
Clemson. Evan,
I put Miami.
Miami, Florida was correct. 76-65 win on November 29th, 2011.
They had a really good guard, didn't they? Didn't they have somebody who was really, really good on that team?
Larkin.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that was the year they beat Illinois in the NCAA tournament, second round, causing one of our friends to break his cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
Who did Purdue beat in the following year in the 2012 ACC Big Ten Challenge? So this was a road game.
I believe DJ Bird went off in this game.
He did. See, Evan's got a pretty good memory when it comes to Purdue basketball.
I didn't see this game. Because I weirdly remember this one because I was doing my student radio show during this game and was tracking it on my computer while we were on the air with a friend of mine.
I don't know my years.
This was almost my guess for the previous one. Or
All
that
right.
was the first question.
We'll start off with the senior of the group here,
Boston College.
Boston College. Evan,
Put Clemson.
Clemson. Andrew,
Florida State.
Florida. I thought West Virginia was going to be your guess. You threw me off there. Evan is correct. At Clemson, 73-61 win.
I believe like Bird was hitting threes from like their logo.
Yeah, he had a lot. I think he even banked in a couple that night. Yeah. All right, 2 more left in this category. Jumping ahead a few years. Who did Purdue lose to in the 2016 ACC Big Ten Challenge?
2016. So this was the seniors last year, right? The 4 seniors, Haas, and that. Nope, this is the
Year before.
Year before.
This is the year Purdue won the Big Ten. Swanigan
right,
was on
yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
I got it. Or I got a guess anyway.
Wait, Tanner, you say he was on the road or home? I can right here.
I did not say
Okay.
it was on the road.
Who did we lose to?
It was Purdue's first loss in the challenge in quite a long time. I think it was their first loss since they played Duke in 2008.
Duke.
Yeah. Challenge has treated Purdue fairly well over the years.
I think I'm good. I don't have a guess. I don't know if it's right, but
Yeah, that's right.
Evan,
put Florida State.
Florida State. Always a good guess when it comes
Yeah.
up.
Florida State.
Florida State. Dad.
I think it was Louisville.
I was just about ready to think that.
It was the Louisville Cardinals. 71-64 loss at the Yum Center.
Because Billis did that walk down the court with Swanigan.
Biggie. That's right. Yep.
I did not remember that. That's a good memory there. And lastly, for the ACC Big Ten Challenge category, who did Purdue beat at home in the 2019 ACC Big Ten Challenge? So 2019-2020 season.
Was that the COVID year?
It ended up being, yes.
Well, this is when the tournament was canceled.
Well,
because of the-
tournaments,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
I got it then.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Andrew, good?
I have a guess.
Start us off.
NC State.
NC State. Eric.
Virginia.
Evan.
Virginia's was the Ryan Klein chugging a border
Damn it.
goal on the Jumbotron game.
This was the Virginia Revenge blowout. Boilers won 69-40 on December 4th, 2019. So we update the scores here. After
Let
three
me know if you need a
rounds.
calculator, Tanner.
Yeah, this is tough. Evan is the leader with 10 points. Eric close behind with 9. Andrew got a little hole to climb out of at
You know,
0.
There's a chance.
There's a
I can
chance.
tie.
There's a chance.
Well, if you got one of those West Virginia guesses right, I don't even think they were ever in the ACC.
They are in the ACC.
Now,
They were before the Big 12.
Oh, they're in the Big 12 now. That's right.
yeah.
They were in the
Not
Big
in the
East.
ACC. They're in the
before
Big
that was-
East.
Big
Yeah.
East, yeah.
Yeah. I had the ACC in my mind the whole time, Andrew. So. Yeah. You're right. You're right. All right. Statistical category here that I call leaders.
So it could get ugly.
Who led Purdue in points per game in the 2009-2010 season? So you basically have a guess between 3 guys, but which one was it is the guess.
This is their junior year.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't remember how to spell Nemanja.
Well, he was graduated by that time,
Yeah,
so
I know.
It was NEMANJA.
I think you're right.
And then it was Chalison. I think it's spelled like Callison, like CAL, something like that. Yeah. I remember trying to put his name into whenever we played the NCAA March Madness games.
Yep. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Starting with Eric.
I think it's Juwan.
Juwan Johnson. Evan.
I also put JJ Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. Andrew.
Juwan.
Well, Juwan was the 3rd leading scorer, points per game on the team. Each-one more with
My
16.4
second guess.
points per game. Robbie Hummel right behind him until he got hurt, of course.
Wow.
Wasn't his junior year when JJ was an All-American?
No,
Or was it?
the following year, his senior year.
Oh, that's right. Duh, when Robbie was out. Duh.
Each-one's one of those guys, great Purdue player, but nobody ever thinks of him for almost anything.
Yeah.
All right. Who led Purdue in rebounds per game in the 2011-2012 season?
This
So 2 years after that season we were just guessing on. I hear typing going on.
Oh, I'm responding to an email.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Interest Patrick Beatty.
You know, Beatty did start some games that year.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no, I will spoiler. It was not Patrick Beatty.
He caught a touchdown pass. You
Did he actually catch a touchdown? I know he played football, but I didn't.
He caught one pass is for a touchdown. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to fact check.
I think it was like an
Did
Indiana
Sandy
State
start
game or
this
something.
year? Was Sandy Marcius on that team?
Sandy Marchuse was on that team, Andrew. Yes. I'm
Good
going
call.
to
I
check
didn't see
Patrick
that.
Beatty's football stats now.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm gonna have to look it up later because it just shows basketball stats. Can't even find his football stats. Andrew, kick us off here.
I put Hummel.
Robbie Hummel. Eric.
I put Hummel.
Evan.
Same, Robbie Hummel.
3 for 3. Andrew's on the board.
Let's go.
Robbie Hummel with 7.2 rebounds per game.
Dang.
Was Sandy close? I was trying to think who would even the 5 have been on that.
I
The
didn't-
next
completely
next
forgot
person was
about-
like at 3 rebounds per
Yeah.
game. So
I completely
I know
forgot about
Hummel-
Sandy.
Hummel ended the year playing the 5 basically in the NCAA tournament, didn't he? Wasn't he
Yeah.
like
Yeah, pretty much.
Kansas?
Yeah.
if you remember, Sandy became a pretty good player for one of those Purdue teams that wasn't very good, and then he transferred to DePaul.
Yeah.
So
I remember.
Was it-
Yeah, he was
It was
supposed
the
to
next
do
year.
it.
He was really good the next year, wasn't he? When after
it the next
Robbie
year?
left.
I get those years so confused.
Hummel had that tip dunk, and that everybody thought he was back. 6'8"
Yeah.
guy doing a tip dunk.
Against
But,
IU Purdue Fort Wayne at the time.
Yeah.
Now they're just Purdue
Yeah,
Fort
It
Wayne.
was the end of
I think
half,
that's
yeah.
the year we barely beat High Point. They missed a shot at the buzzer.
Yep. Yep. Evan had a great snag in the paint crew of a mini ball.
I did.
Yep.
That was the high point of that game.
Good one. Good one. All right. Who led Purdue in points per game in the 2014-2015 season?
Oh God.
I'm good.
I really hope I didn't. I think he was still there. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Eric.
I put Hammons.
Evan.
AJ Hammons.
Andrew.
AJ Hammons.
3 for 3 again. AJ Hammons with 11.9 points per game.
Who's second?
Second
Rayfeld.
or Vince?
was
Probably Ronnie, wasn't it?
Oh god, he was gone. I think
it was I think it was Rafe Davis. Whoever it was 10 points. It was right behind
That
him.
makes
at
sense
the
too.
time.
Yeah, because that was Vince, Isaac, PJ, Dakota's off. There was a freshman.
Oh,
year.
so that was a
Freshman year,
decent
yeah.
team. That wasn't an ugly
Yeah,
team.
that's when we lost.
That
to
was like the
Cincinnati. We
start
lost
of
to
getting
Cincinnati
back
in
a
the
little
tournament.
bit.
Okay.
We blew the lead to Cincinnati in the tournament.
That was an 8-9 game. Yeah. That was
Yeah. So we would have
Last
played
seven.
Kentucky. We would have played 1 seed Kentucky, undefeated Kentucky.
Yeah,
The
we got
Purdue
a tough call with about 35, 40 seconds to go that they reviewed it and gave them the ball. I remember that. And
Yeah, I was studying abroad in Spain, and so I was 6 hours ahead. So the game was on at like 2 in the morning, so I couldn't watch it. Because I remember I was traveling. I woke up the next morning. My friend and I were both Purdue students, and pulled up our phones to see if we could get the score first. And he just goes, "Oh no!" I saw that we lost.
yeah.
Yeah, Rafe Davis averaged 10.7 points, and then John Octius 9.3.
Oh, it was Octis. Yeah, that's right.
Then Vince Edwards 8.8 and Kendall Stevens 8.7.
Because that was the year that Kendall had the big shot against Penn State. Obviously, it was Octis is baptized in the masses play at IU, and
Yep. All right. Next one for this is who led Purdue in points per game in 2017-2018 season?
I'm good.
Sure.
All right, Evan.
Look, Caleb Biggie Swanigan.
Caleb Biddy Swanigan was graduated by that year.
Gosh,
but-
dang it.
Wasn't me.
Just use mixed up.
I had Ziggy and then I crossed him off. I put Isaac Haas.
Isaac Haas. Eric.
I put Carsen.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Carsen Edwards was correct with 18.5 points per game.
I get those 17 and 18 years mixed up all the time.
Yep. Carson went nuts this sophomore year scoring. So,
Won the Jerry West Award.
Yep.
That's right, yeah.
All right. And we'll give Andrew some time here.
I'm here. I can listen.
Okay. Last one for this category. Who led Purdue in points per game in 2019, 2020? Andrew, you can just say your answer. You don't have to write it down.
I haven't even been showing him anyway. 1920.
2019, 2020.
It was Carsen Edwards was the last answer, by the way, Andrew.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, man.
Just a minute, I haven't come up with anything yet.
Same here.
2020.
And I'm kind of blanking.
So that's not the COVID year. That's the year that COVID canceled the
Yeah,
tournament.
correct.
Yeah,
correct.
we weren't going to make the tournament.
Unless we got hot in the Big Ten tournament,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we probably weren't going to beat Ohio State in the 10-7 game or whatever it was.
But yeah, I lost that last game to Rutgers, which was a killer.
Yep. After beating a ranked Iowa team on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Rutgers in overtime. Arik Hunter makes a free throw. We win the game. We're not good when it comes down to somebody making one free throw at the end.
Why can't I come up with anybody?
I've got two
I'm
ideas.
struggling as well.
It's not Biggie Swan, I know that.
No,
You are
Biggie,
correct.
Carson, all gone. Klein, gone.
I'm good. Or am I? I'm going with my gut. Go with my gut. I think I'm wrong, but I'm going with
I
my
can't
gut.
even come up with another player in that team.
I've got like one. I don't think he scored enough.
I know it wasn't Boudreaux. That's the only one I'd come up with. Lord.
I got somebody, but no, he was. He never scored enough. But
Go ahead. I'll say somebody. It's not him.
Andrew and Dalton.
Arik Hunter. I don't know.
Arik Hunter. Eric?
That's who I was going to say. I have no idea.
Arik Hunter? Evan?
That's why I have Arik Hunter.
Arik Hunter? Good guess, guys, but you're all wrong.
Trevion?
Trevion Williams, 11.4,
I was gonna
11.5
change
points
it
per
to
game.
him.
Totally. I'm banked.
I
I was
was like-
shocked. I was shocked when I looked it up.
My
'Cause I was
second
like-
guess
I was
was going to
like,
be like Matt Harms, and I'm like, I know he didn't score enough.
And that's the
So-
year
so-
Sasha hit that shot to beat Northwestern at the
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Because I was almost going to say Sasha. I can't remember anybody being any good on that team.
I was trying to think, did Eric really score enough? But I was like, I know he had some. I know we needed guard. Like we had bad guard
Yeah.
play. But I was like, then I was like, oh man, it might be Trevion. But I was sticking with my gut.
So who else started? That was Hunter, Sasha, and Williams.
No Joe.
No jail. Yeah.
And,
Harms
Harms.
wasn't on that team, right?
yeah,
he
it was.
was. Because the next year we thought he was going to be the starter and Edie would
Mm.
redshirt and then Harms transferred because
Okay.
that was the offseason that Harms.
So Harms was the other starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bad team.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Trevion
Like
didn't
it.
start then.
Did Harms start?
Harms usually started. Because that was the year that we beat Indiana when Bob Knight came back.
Yep.
Yeah.
We beat him going away because
Mhm.
Boudreaux had like a wide open dunk and like the rafters were empty.
Mm.
All right, going into the final round. Score: Eric 12, Evan 12, Andrew 2.
On the board.
All right, last category. Name the player. So I give you the player's image, but their face is blocked out, and you got to tell me who it is. So you get the jersey number and the jersey
Okay.
style and everything
right.
else. You just got to tell me who it is, and then I'll reveal the player's face. So, starting with this guy. And for everybody listening, it is a player wearing number 5 and wearing a T-shirt underneath, dribbling a basketball.
I'm good.
Good.
I don't remember who I started with last round.
Doesn't matter.
I think it was me
Well,
last time.
I will start with Arik.
I think that's Keaton Grant.
Evan.
Keaton Grant.
Andrew.
Keaton Grant.
That is Keaton Grant, one of the most underrated Purdue players of all time, in my opinion. Was
Kissimmee,
MVP
Florida.
his sophomore year. Was MVP of the team. All right. How about this guy shooting a jumper over Blake Griffin wearing number 44? And I will give you a hint. This guy changed his jersey number while at Purdue. He wore a number before 44.
I got it.
Yeah,
got
I'm ready.
These
I
might
would
be
guess it
two.
was number before that.
These might be two. His number was 21 before this. Evan,
See my spelling, Nemanja Chalison.
Andrew,
Ninja.
Arik.
Nemanja.
You guys are right. It was the Serbian Nemanja Chalison.
I thought
Shooting
he ended his career with 21. I thought he changed it from 44.
Nope.
He had a
Yep.
great game that game, too.
Yes, he did. And Oklahoma shot
Rested.
41 free throws to
Only
produce
41?
5.
I thought it
The-
was
I think it was
41.
46.
That was the Jim Burr special. Introduced me to the legendary Jim Burr.
Didn't DJ Bird was DJ Bird on a team, wasn't he?
That was a different
No.
time in the same
Okay.
building. Yeah.
That was against
When I
Villanova.
remember he got like
Villanova.
that was the elbow that
Yep.
like he hit like grazed the nose and got ejected or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lost to Villanova and lost to Oregon State the next. That was just a blast. Just a
I was watching that at
blast.
your apartment, Sam. That was not fun.
Yep. Yep. All right. Nextly, we got a player here in a gold jersey for everybody that's listening, boxing out. I can't remember who that was on Wisconsin. Wearing number 32.
I feel like he showed up earlier.
He might have. He might have not.
Should
Got
have
it.
written down those numbers.
I got it.
You know, I had just came to the realization how many Purdue players have wore 32 in the past.
That's why I had 4 of my 5 guesses were 32.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot. Evan,
I put Kelsey Barlow. But I think
Kelsey
his number
Barlow.
was 12.
Andrew,
Jacob Lawson.
Jacob Lawson, Arik,
I thought it was John Hart.
John Hart. All three good guesses. John Hart was the only one to wear 32. Eric Peck,
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Yeah.
the
forgot
Ivy
about
League
him.
transfer.
Yeah,
I-
forgot about him.
I could have been
Yeah.
here the rest of the day and not got that.
Was he
Barlow wore
Cornell?
12.
Where did he transfer? Was he
Yeah,
Ivy League
Cornell.
too? Okay.
Yep.
Wow,
He
that
and
was a good one.
Sterling Carter were transfers on
Yeah.
those
Yep.
team.
Did not remember. Would
All
not have gotten
right.
that one. Yeah.
Two more in this category. Let's see if Evan or Eric can separate themselves from the other. For everybody listening, this is a player, a left-handed player, shooting a free throw. Wearing number 5.
I'm good.
Andrew, you good?
Sure, I'm between two people, but I can't remember their numbers.
I can see Eric still thinking.
I'm putting one down that's wrong just because it's time.
You told me a lefty, so I'm going with someone I know was left-handed. No
All right,
Joe Eastern.
Andrew. No gel Eastern. Eric.
I'm going to say Ronnie, but I think he was number 0.
Evan.
Basil Smotherman.
Ooh,
Ronnie Johnson was number 3. It was Basil
Basil.
Smotherman.
Once
How
again,
about
I
him,
was
too?
a year and a half before I thought that one.
Yeah.
I was even thinking Alan Eldridge, which was a guard back before you guys were even born.
I guarded him exactly one possession when I was going to be a senior in high school. And he was just finished his freshman year at that point it was Heritage Christian before he transferred because we were playing at Mackey and he was fast. I'll just say that.
All right, last one for the game, unless we need a tiebreaker. That is a number 1. For anybody who can't really tell, it's number 1. A guy dribbling the ball with a T-shirt underneath. For everybody listening at home,
I think I got it.
it was the most clear picture I could find of this guy, but unfortunately, his arm cut off the top of the number. But
Number 1.
That's the clearest picture. He must not have played much.
Oh crap.
But
I have a guess.
it was either that, Andrew, or it was I just couldn't find a JPEG or PNG to pull off the internet because a lot of the files are web files and it doesn't let you save them.
So he must have played much. He must have played a lot more than I expect. Then okay.
He played more than a little. I'll say that.
Okay.
You say it was number 1?
Yeah.
I don't think my guess is right, especially because the jersey. I don't remember we switched to those jerseys. I think I might end in a tie. I'm good. I can't think of anybody else.
Arik, lead us off.
I think that's Sterling Carter.
Sterling Carter. Evan.
I put the same thing, Sterling Carter.
Andrew.
Sterling Carter was my guess as well.
Well, Sterling Carter wore number 1.
Had you not said his name 2 minutes ago, Tanner, I probably would have forgotten about him too.
But this, Sterling Carter is not right. So Evan wins overall. Johnny Hill.
Oh, that's who I was thinking when I was picturing Sterling Carter, but I was thinking of Johnny Hill's face. Gosh dang it.
I forgot about him. Yeah, I
You went
forgot
deep
about him
into
too.
the archives for some of those guys.
Yes, I did. But
How was there no Grady Eifert, Evan Boudreaux on there? Come on.
Too easy. So, final tally. Evan is the champion of the 2022 Purdue Men's Basketball Trivia Show with 15 points. Arik falling just short of 14. Andrew a little behind with 2.
We were here.
But he's the winner for holding a baby during the show. So that takes some skill. Final thing I want to hear from you guys before we sign off. Besides Zach Edey, who is going to be Purdue's leading scorer this year in 2022-2023? Best guesses.
I really want to say Trey Kaufman, Ryan.
So do I. That's what I want to say. I just don't know if he'll play. He's got to force his way to play enough.
Yeah.
I think Newman.
It'd be great if Newman could do that.
But I think we're going to have a lot of guys that average between 6 and 10.
Yeah.
And maybe have 2 guys in double figures, like 18 and 11 or something.
Well,
So you think he's going to average 18? And
Yeah, Edey, and then maybe like a Newman.
you don't think like Fletcher Lawyer's going to take all of his minutes and get 10 or something?
I think they'll split them, but I'm thinking Newman will get some more.
Hope so.
Who was 26 on the Packers?
Savage. Darnell Savage, I think.
Oh, cool. I was like, I can't think of who that is. That's a cool jersey. So
I think it's Izzy.
I think it is too.
He's late to the game.
Perfect.
He's covering it. Yeah. I think his name's Darnell Savage, right? Darnell? Is that his first name?
That's cool. I like that. I like jerseys I don't see every day. That's awesome. So, well,
I think
thanks
he picked
everybody.
it just because of the last name.
Savage. It's a savage jersey. So thanks everybody for participating. Hope you all enjoyed it. Wanted to do this quick before the NFL games got started. No, Andrew's got to root for his Packers to beat the Lions. My Broncos are on a bye week, so it's a good day for me. And
let's ride, Tanner.
So let's we can ride this week. We're not playing anybody, and see if Evans Bears can beat the Dolphins. So
Not give my hopes up.
Chase Claypool can do something for him. Is he even dressing today? So,
I have no idea.
And I know Dad doesn't really have an NFL team anymore. He likes just players and different teams, kind of. So.
Danny Dimes, baby. Danny
Dimes in the Giants. And Josh Allen of the Bills. There you go. So, all right. And we thank the shop and the Mad Mushroom for sponsoring this episode like they do all of our episodes. And we'll be back later this week to talk hopefully a Purdue basketball win and maybe recap what was just a disaster on the football field yesterday. But Purdue's still in the race for the West. So don't give up hope yet. So
yeah, you guys will have to talk about the percentages, though. Who gets if there's a 5-way tie?
Yeah.
But Minnesota plays Iowa and Wisconsin,
right.
So something has to happen in there.
Yep.
But I think we have to root for Minnesota, don't we?
Yeah, I don't think we can afford Wisconsin to go undefeated. I don't think
we can't.
So
I think we got to win out, and then like Minnesota. Minnesota's the team we have to.
Yeah.
They'll play Wisconsin last.
If it's a 3-way tie with Wisconsin, Illinois, and Purdue, we would have had to beat Illinois, and Illinois beat Wisconsin, so you'd all be 1-1. So I don't know how.
What happens then?
Yeah. So
Is it probably record within the West or just overall record? I don't know. Like again, against the East, overall Big Ten record. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys need to have that figured out.
Yeah.
All right. That makes my head hurt already, but we'll get it figured out by later this week. So
Sure, someone's got a website we can use.
yes. But like always, let's boiler up and hammer down.
Boiler up.